deliver his welcome speech and at the same time introductory note on the newly launched political party by name IMPC, Indian Mongolian People's Confederation. May I call upon Mr. J.I. Kathar, retired IAS officer, to come and deliver his welcome and introductory speech.
Chairman, sir, respected inaugurator, Madam Niva Kaur, and our Maharaja of Tripura, and distinguished personalities on the stage, and my friends who are gathered here. I thank you very much for giving me this opportunity. Let me go straight to the matter of this Indian Mongolian People's Confederation. I was Deputy Commissioner in Karimganj district. Then there I found that the Kuki people, they are called Tiprasa, and then Chorei people, and Mitei people, and Khasi people, and Devvarman people. Devvarman also of the Dimasa. They did not have any facility from the government. They could not get anything because they are hill tribes but living in plains. In Assam it is like that. So since they are hill tribes in living in plains, they are not recognized as scheduled tribes. They were not given anything, and they didn't get even land pata inside within the civil area. They were compelled to, even now, most of them are compelled to live in forest areas. In forest areas, we cannot take up any developmental works. It was difficult what to do. However, since I was there, of course, I did some developmental work even in forest areas. However, it was difficult to do more than that. So what we did is that, and moreover, atrocities were committed on them. Their pan cultivation, their tamul cultivation used to be sometimes damaged. But at the same time, we found that although there were tribes people, they thought of their own problems only, and there are very few people, and so they could not create any impact on the government, on the authority. So we try to bring them together under the aegis of, and in fact we form All Assam Mongolian People's Cultural Organization. If we say tribal, then tribal, the word tribal itself is adjective. It is not human being. It is not only a quality. And if it is a quality, to develop a quality will be a different thing. It is not by constructing a road. And another difficult thing is that to be a tribe means one of the characteristics of a tribe is to remain isolated. They are shy. They want to avoid the other tribes, the other people, and so they remain isolated and nobody cared for them. In fact, the Khasis were evicted from them by the majority group majority people, not tribe people, but majority people in Karimganj. To be frank, it is Hindu Bengali, of course, there. They were evicted and placed them in a camp. It was never published in the newspaper. And since they are placed in a camp, actually they should have been given some relief, this and that thing. They were never given. It happened, of course, when I was about to leave the district. When I think I left the district by that time. So we organized that All Assam Mongolian People's Cultural Organization to bring them together. And in Karbi Anglong and in NC Hills and in bordering Assam and Nagaland, we always fight among the tribes people. Always. Mainly starting from 2002. We fought all the tribes against each other. And it is very suspicious who really instigated the fight. On the border of Khasi Hills, saying that Khasis have encroached lots of our land. And on the border of Nagaland, saying that the Nagas are encroaching our land. But the border ranging from Golaghat up to Lamding, which is also border, and they have encroached by other people, we never quarrel with them. So there must be something wrong. There must be something else in it. And when there was a riot between Rengma Nagas and Karbi people, we went, both Rengma Naga and Karbi people, we went together to the Deputy Commissioner complaining that something is going on, it will be very difficult, the riot is going to happen. Then the SP replied to DC, the Deputy Commissioner, yeah, I know, I don't have force. That is what he said. I don't have force. If I have force, I'll tell. And so it was instigated by somebody and we fought each other. While we fought with Rengma Naga, actually we were instigated to fight. I think 6 or 7 Rengmas killed and 10 Karbi people were killed. And Karbi people killed, later on it was come to know that it was killed by the NSC and IM. We have got nothing to do with NSC and IM, but still they killed us. So we went direct to Kohima to talk to the Naga people. They prevented me. Actually, they asked me not to go to Naga people. We should fight, he said. I said that no, I will talk to them. We should not fight. Fighting is not good. And so we succeeded to stop the violence. Such things happen again and again. We, Mongolian people, as in Tripura that we have already known, once I was taken to Tripura, in Agartala I was asked not to take tea also in Agartala because it was dangerous to take tea in the shop or in the hotel, and I was advised not to stay in the hotel. And so I was taken to Kumalung in a small hut. I was kept in a small hut so that nobody would know. But somehow the majority people came to know where I was living, and so after I came, they demolished the hut where I live. This is the position in Tripura. In Karbi Anglong, we have lots of Bongo Senas. Karbi Anglong and in the whole of Assam, I think in lots of them in Shillong also, and lots of them in Kohima, and lots of them in Dimapur, Bongo Senas. The idea of Bongo Sena is to create an empire of the Bongo Senas when India will break up. That's what they say. They say that India would break up one day. And so when it breaks up, the whole of West Bengal, Bangladesh, Assam, the whole of Northeast India and up to Andaman and Nicobar should be a Bongo Bhumi empire. That's what they have said, and it is seen in the internet also. In 2016, 52 of them surrendered. 52 Bongo Senas surrendered in 2016. Out of them, 48 are Karbis and 4 are Nepalese. They are Bongo Senas. And those who have surrendered, they told us that there are so many Osomia also, there are Muslims also, Muslim Bengalis also, there are Nagas, there are Boro people, there are Khasi people and Dimasa people and Garo people in the Bongo Senas. Many Garos, they said. Now one Garo is here, so I want to make him known about this. There are so many Bongo Senas among the Garos, they say. They have joined. The Bongo Sena people, it is the army of Bongo Bhumi is led by Shishir Kumar Sarkar. And the one who recruit in Karbi Anglong is Haridon Das. After they surrendered, they told us about all these things. We have got their identity cards, everything with us. We asked them why they joined. They say that they have joined Bongo Senas because they told us that the Bongo Sena army is Indian army, they said. And so they would be given salary ranging from 10,000 to 20,000 per month after they finish their training in West Bengal. That's what they told us. They were about to go for training, and so, but they were caught by our youths in Difu, and so we prevented them to go to West Bengal for training, and they surrendered, 52 of them. We requested the police to arrest those people who have recruited into Bongo Sena. The police refused to arrest them. They say that Bongo Senas are good people. We are still urging upon them to arrest them because Bongo Sena and Bongo Bhumi Army, National Army, I think it is a sedition, it is anti-national, it is against India. If the TNV could be arrested, if TNV could be banned, if BLT could be banned, if KPLT could be banned, if NSCN-IM could be banned, then Bongo Sena should be banned too. But the government has not banned it till now. We are requesting the government to ban it because it is creating a problem in Karbi Anglong and in some areas in Northeast India. We do not know, of course, who are the Bongo Senas. Our people think that since we are so-called tribes people, we do not think it deeply, and so they are flourishing. Because of such things, we find that it is necessary for us to have a united platform. First of all, we only had cultural united platform. It was a cultural organization. But in cultural organization, we only say this and that thing, demand this thing and that thing only. We demand only, we speak and we submit memorandum. But India is a democratic country. Every struggle, every fight will have to be done through democracy. And democracy, the weapon is voting, vote, contesting in elections. This is the way we should do. And telling the people what democracy is all about. Our people do not know what is democracy at present, our tribes people, especially I think everywhere. At present, taking money during election, that is called democracy. That is what they think. This morning also they told me, somebody rang me up, if we have to contest election, we need much money. I told him, if we depend on money only during election, then certainly the BJP and Congress will win, because they have got much more money than us, than anybody of us, any party. So if we want to protect ourselves and to develop ourselves from inward, from our heart, because development starts from the heart, not outside. Once, for example, this pool was only a paddy field. It belonged to the Karbi people. The whole of Kamrup district was within the kingdom of the Karbis. Our Karbi kingdom extended up to Pandu. The meaning Pandu means ke Pandam Adu. That is the last point where we cultivated deep farming and all. And so the king of the Karbi used to put up their police checkpost there. And it extended also up to Rani. However, in 1500 AD, starting sometime like 1521 AD, Shankardev and others, followed by Madhav Kondoli and all, they started converting our people. All the Karbis, I think more than 50% of the Karbi population were converted. They were made into kos. Kos means, it is a Sanskrit word, I think Maharaja knows it very well. It is to wash, ceremonial washing. We were washed because we were called Asuras. Till now, still today, we have got Norkasur, that is the areas, the villages where the Asur stay. Asur means the Karbis. So, we were washed from being Asur and we were put in the class of Kus. In some books, it is written Kos, K-O-S-S, Kos. Cook, that is washing. Cook, from cook, it turned into Kos, and so Kos usually do not have their language, because Kos is a mixture of all people, all tribes people, including Ahom, including Nomosudras. So our land, this Amri division, we have got 5 divisions, Karbi kingdom. This Amri division starts from Umpanai up to Pandu, up to Jalukbari. It is cut in the middle, that is near about Jagi Road and this area. So one part fall within another kingdom and one part fell within Karbi kingdom. It is still in Karbi kingdom. That is, we have got still a constituency, Amri constituency there. This is how we have happened like this. And if it goes on like this, I think our people will be finished later, slowly. The whole of Guwahati, till 1931, our population in Guwahati, Karbi population was 63%. Now, how will you find them? They call themselves Hazarika, Bora, Medhi, Soikia, and then Borua also, Phukon also, and then I think there are some Kapoti also there. They call themselves like this. My father was converted and he was given the title Medhi. Medhi. We belong to Medhi for some time. Because my father's name was Basa Ingti Kathar, so he was converted and his name was given as Bongshidhor Medhi. That was the name of my father. For 10 years he was coach. He was a coach for 10 years and he was Bongshidhor Medhi. Then later on he came to know that something was wrong. We Kathar people are said to be high priests. He thought that by converting he would rise higher in the society, he thought. Then after conversion, he wanted to go and worship to the Gohai. There is a Gohai Ghor inside the house. No? There used to be Gohai Ghor. So he wanted to go and worship because now he is much cleaner than before, he thought. Now Medhi is not Kathar anymore. So the Brahmin who converted him, he pulled my father's dhoti from the back. Don't go. You are not fit to worship there. I will worship in your place for you. Just hold on my dhoti from the back side. So my father held the back side, dhoti on the back side, the end, and then he worshipped. Then he remembered, Array, before my conversion, I was high priest, very high, Kathar. Now, I thought I would rise higher, but now I go lower. What is this? So he returned to Ingti Kathar after 10 years. I would have been Medhi, and perhaps I would not have been among you now if I remain Medhi. This is the position. But this is fact. So these are the happening in Assam or in this area. We still have Bora, Naga Bora in Dipu. They realize it, now they are turned into Jising now. Rengma Naga. Previously he was Durga Bora. Then we look at the meaning Bora. What is this? Bora we find in Puran. That is in Puran, Varaha Purana. Varaha Purana. It is a pig, swine, a gahuri. Many Boras among us now, among the Karbis, in Nagaon, Golaghat, Sonitpur, Kamrup, and in Morigaon. Many Boras. They are converted into Bora. I do not know why they have been given the title of swine, pig. Maybe our tribal people like to eat pork so much, and we used to rear pork, maybe because of that. So we have been given Bora title. Later on we have come to know. Now therefore, we feel that unless we know what we are, we cannot do anything. When we read geography, first of all, the teachers taught us what was geography. That is, in Assamese, Bhu-Gul. Bhu mane Prithvi, Gul mane Ghuronia. Only knowing after what is Bhugul, then we started reading Bhugul. We come to know we studied Bhugul. When we went to college, before reading what was the Ricardian theory of economics, all the Malthus theory of population, we first were taught what was economics. That way, likewise, if we want to develop somebody, some tribe, I think we must know what the tribe is first, what the people is first. Therefore, when we Indian people demanded independence, first of all, we formed Brahmo Samaj, and we formed Arjo Samaj, and we formed Prarthana Samaj. All these things we formed. We came to know what we are. I mean, not we means not we are Mongolian, but they came to know that they were also Aryans. The Aryans, and then of course, the German people do not say that they are Aryans again. So they sent out Subhash Chandra Bose from Germany to some other place, to Tokyo, saying that you are not purely Aryan. That's what I read in some book. They came to know that they came to know their race, what they are all about. They came to know. Then only they demanded independence, and they got their self-respect, dignity, self-esteem. With self-esteem, we can stand. Without self-esteem, without self-respect, we cannot stand. So in order to have our self-respect and self-esteem, we must know what we are. If it is only tribal, tribal is adjective. We can say that tribal, even some plants, according to science, some plants are also tribe, and some insects are also tribe. We used to say, it is read in a book. So we are not only quality, but we are human beings. We are people, not quality. So we say that we are Mongolian. This is the right word. We thought, and so we have formed this Mongolian cultural organization for self-esteem, to realize what we are, and to develop ourselves. If we want to develop ourselves according to our tradition, then we must know what we are, and we must develop that. We are asked now, even in Karbi Anglong, in Meghalaya, in Garo, among the Garos, we are asked to accept Panchayat. I think Tripura, they have already accepted Panchayat. They say that you do not have your Panchayat. It is a present problem now. You do not have your Panchayat. But the people who have framed Constitution, they are wise enough. So in Article 243D, Clause D, it is said, Panchayat means as local self-government by whatever name called, within bracket, by whatever name called. That means Dorbar Snong for the Khasi is Panchayat. It is a Panchayat of the Khasis, Dorbar Snong. And Wahe Snong and Dorbar and Rangba Snong, they are the presidents. Likewise, the Karbi people have Ser one cap. That is, Ser is gold actually, honorable members, that means 10 members, honorable members. And we have got Bangke or Rong Asar. This is our Panchayat. It is already granted in Article 243D, Clause D. Now they are saying that you do not have your Panchayat, you must take our Panchayat. I debated this in Ministry of Home Affairs when Shambhu Singh was the Joint Secretary. I told him that we have got our own Panchayat. So allow us to have our Panchayat, because it is allowed by the 6th schedule also, and in Article 243D also. And in Article 243M, it says that Panchayat is not applicable in tribal areas. So, actually, in the tribal autonomous council in Tripura, you cannot have panchayat. You must have your traditional village council by whatever name called. I don't know what your name the name will be. Yeah. Yes, you will have that one. You will have to have that. Because Article 243M, it says, Part 9 of the Constitution, starting from Article 243 to 243ZG, are not applicable in 6th schedule area. Why it is not applicable? Because the 6th schedule, the Constitution, want us to give autonomy to develop ourselves according to our own. That is the intention. It is a good intention. But now they want to wipe out our traditional way of living. They don't want us to develop in our own way, so they are forcing us to have this panchayat. That is panchayat. I think 5 members committee sitting. I think we must all of us we used to see sitting under a tree in the village. No? 5 members. I told the government of India that our panchayat, Servan Cap, 10 members, is more democratic than your 5-member panchayat. Why won't you allow us to have our own panchayat? We still have our panchayat. Here in Amri Council also they still have. Wrong, Bangke, isn't that so? Bangke, and what is the council you call? Something you have got. Something kept. That is 30 members for them. See, this is much more democratic than that 5 members. And somebody told us to speak like that our panchayat is, our Servan Cap or that Bangke or your Rangbasnong is too old, they said. I mean, Dorbasnong is too old. Nokma is too old, they say. This is too ancient, we must take panchayat. But panchayat itself is older than ours because it existed even in the days of Chandragupta Maurya. It is 300 BC before Christ. So that is also quite old. And moreover, Khap Panchayat, you know, the political people in North India, they are afraid to interfere in Khap Panchayat. They are very powerful. So our panchayat also should be allowed to be powerful. So for doing all these things, we must know what we are. That is what I want to emphasize. And for knowing what we are doing this. That is Indian Mongolian People's Confederation. We shall all Mongolian people, we should know what we are, and we should know what our culture is. We should know what our tradition is. We should know what our language is. We should know what our religion is. Then we will be able to develop as we are. Our is not inferior to the traditions of North India. They are also good for them. It is all right. We respect that also. Because we are India, we should respect each other. We should respect the panchayat of their panchayat also. We should respect their language. We should respect their culture, everything. We are all Indian. We shall live together. But we also must be allowed to develop our own. We are not going to do anything against our beloved India. We are for India. With these few words, there are so many more who will speak. So with these few words, I thank all of you, and I hope that every one of you will join us, and we must remember that we must have our political rights, and political rights are fought as part of our constitution. There are 2 constitutions. One is Indian Constitution and another mini constitution, the 6th schedule. It is written, 6th schedule is a mini constitution. So it is a constitution. But one word I want to make it clear. What is constitution? Constitution is a legal framework for building a country. If Indian constitution is a legal framework for building Indian big nation, then sixth schedule is a mini constitution for building a mini or small kind of republic. That is what it is written there. It doesn't mean that we are outside India. We shall never be. We will never. We should not even imagine that. We are India and we are Indians, and we will live according to the constitution. Thank you.